In this lecture, we will configure a Linux virtual machine for SSH access. Before, we need to do this before getting a VS Code remote access. And I already have an installed VM for this lecture. If you don't have it, you can simply go to the resources of this lecture and see how you can install a Linux VM. It is very easy. You can do it in 10 minutes. But once this VM is installed, I will start a terminal. But before doing that, I will show you an important setting from VirtualBox. So this is my VM, and I use this VM for my development and also for the course. But in order for it to be accessible via SSH access, we need to go to its settings and make sure that at network, the network type it's the adapter type, it's type bridged adapter. This is the important setting, not an NAT, not the other ones. You need to have this as bridged adapter, and with these settings, with this setting, you will make available this VM to your local network. It will be like another computer from your local network. This is what this setting does. All right, let me close this now, and let's focus on this VM. I will start a terminal right here. So first of all, we need to install an open SSH server. We can do this with the command sudo apt-get install open SSH server. This is the one. Alright, I already have it installed, but you need this package in order to run SSH. Now we can simply check the connection by calling SSH localhost to see if this SSH works. And basically this is how it looks. This will show that SSH works on your local machine. And now let's also check the status of our SSH. I can do this with sudo service SSH status. And yes, everything is alright. This means that your SSH is working. If we see this active running, if the SSH service is active, this means that at this point we can connect to this machine from other machines. And the last important setting that we need, or the last important information, is the IP of our VM. For this I can call ifconfig. This is the one. And I will select the one, not the one for I have Docker installed. Maybe you don't have it, so you won't see this. But what is important is this one, the second entry for me. For you, it should be the first entry. And we need this inet IP right here. This is the one. This is the IP of this machine on my local network. So I will need this. I will simply copy this text in order for me to connect to this machine. So now I will open a terminal on my host machine, on my Windows machine, and now I can simply call SSH and my user I can see it from my terminal right here. This is my user AlexHD. So I didn't create a new user for SSH access. Usually is a good practice you would create a new user, but this is another topic. I will simply use my host user right here. So my user is AlexHD. This is the one. So I will call right here SSH AlexHD for me, and now I will paste my IP. This is the one. I will provide my password, my user's password. So at this point I'm connected to this VM. I have a terminal, fully working terminal right here through SSH. I can list my files, my documents. I can do everything from a command line interface. Well, in the next lecture we will see how we can launch this kind of functionality from VS Code, and I will be able to view files, to edit files, to do all kinds of operations directly from my local VS Code installation. Let's do this in the next lecture.